What's up, my friends, my new friends? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Frieza, Cell, and Majin Buu's transformations. Now, from what we know, after seeing all of these trailers released for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, we know for a fact that there's going to be no second form Cell and Frieza in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Now, there could be a possibility that we could see both of them be released in the game later on. Or maybe we're going to have to wait till Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 to where we get Cell and Frieza, both of their second forms in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. So, I'm kind of a little bit disappointed that, from all of these leaks that we've gotten, from all of these trailers that we've gotten, we haven't seen a single second form Cell and second form Frieza transformation. We've got imperfect Cell gameplay, that was just shown to us recently. I uploaded that video on my channel. We got imperfect Cell / first form Cell, his first form, and then we got, well, technically it's his second form because, he's like in that larvae state, and then he hatches out of that cocoon thing, and then, hey, there's imperfect Cell, and then he just goes, to Ginger Town, and he's just, he's fucking sticking people with his needle and his tail, and he is just absorbing, their insides, their energy, and he's becoming stronger. He's just on the hunt for, Android 17 and 18. He's a freak. He wants to absorb his his brother and sister, and it's just weird. But we have his first form, we have his third form. We don't know if we're gonna have like the form where he like bloats up and then he explodes, when Goku had to butt in and use the instant transmission to transport Cell before he exploded to King Kai's planet, and then they all died, and his King Kai's planet was just gone. So maybe that form will be available in the game, or maybe it'll be available in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. But from what we know, we just have imperfect Cell, third form Cell, and Timebreaker Cell. Also, for Frieza, we haven't seen like any kind of like second form, but we have his first form, we have his final form, we have Golden Frieza. I think we're also even going to have his final form buffed up, the full power mode, before he gets chopped up, and sliced in half by his own Destructo disc that he copied from Krillin. That form might even be available in the game, and also even the Timebreaker final form Frieza. That's going to be something interesting to see. Like from the trailer, from what we saw, we had Bardock fighting final Golden Frieza in space, and then he just transformed into he got possessed and transformed into he was possessed by the Timebreaker symbol, and he went back to, from what it looks like, to his final form state before Golden Frieza. So what probably happened is his time limit ran out, like how it did in Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. He lost his Golden Frieza transformation, and then he went back to his final form, and he basically just lost control. He lost it, went berserk, he blew up the planet, and then fortunately Whis acted so quickly, he reversed time, and Goku was able to exterminate Frieza, and Vegeta was just pissed. Like, that moment was so awesome. I love Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. It was such an amazing film. Believe it or not, that was my first Dragon Ball Z, first animated film I have ever seen in the movie theater. Well, maybe I'm pretty sure I saw the Pokemon movies, the original Pokemon movies that came out to like VHS and all that. From what we know with Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, we've got Frieza first form, we've got Frieza final form, full power mode, Timebreaker mode, and Golden Frieza mode. But so far we haven't seen second form mode, and we haven't seen third form mode. So that would be pretty cool if we can transform into second and third form mode. Maybe they're saving Cell's second form mode transformation and Frieza's second and third transformation for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 or some kind of DLC, or we're going to be able to unlock those characters at a later date within the game. So these characters that they're showing us right now, they're going to be automatically given to us from the beginning. But I think that's highly unlikely. We're going to maybe get like 10 or 20 characters, or maybe 30 right off the bat, because we are getting all of the characters that we had from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1 automatically in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. So we're going to have those characters. We might have to unlock some of them. I don't know entirely for sure yet, but a lot of those characters, that have been leaked, there have been, where the whole roster has just been leaked, and we've seen so many characters. There's over 80 characters, over 100 characters. The majority of those characters we're going to have to unlock in the game. And I don't personally have a problem with it. I'm down for, getting all the Dragon Balls, collecting them, summoning Shenron, getting my wishes. Maybe even, we'll be able to grant a wish from the Dragon God's Rama at a later date. I don't know, but that'll be pretty cool, from Dragon Ball Super. That'll just be some sweet animation in the game. I'm definitely looking forward to that. But from what we know, that's Frieza and Cell that we've covered, okay? Majin Buu, for example, we haven't heard any word about Buuhan and Buu-Tank's Majin Buu forms. So we're most likely going to get Majin Buu, aka Fat Buu. We're going to get Super Buu. We're going to get Kid Buu. And now, I would really like Buuhan and Buu-Tank's and Gohan Absorbed and Gotenks Absorbed Majin Buu forms. Even the Piccolo Absorbed form. Not a lot of people really liked that form as far as I know, but I like all the characters. I really enjoyed that transformation. It was really cool. Even though it didn't last for long, but it would be something cool to implement and add to the game. Now, another thing to consider is Majin Buu's second form. Fat Buu gets mad because the hunter killed Bee and Hercule, and, he blew some steam and got really mad. Buu, he healed them, and, he just blew the steam, and here comes Evil Buu, and then Majin Buu tries to turn him into chocolate, and then, Evil Buu just reverses his chocolate beam. He eats Fat Buu. So, Majin Buu's second form, Evil Buu, I'd like to see that also in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. So let me know what you guys think of this video. Would you guys like to see Buuhan, Buu-Tank's, Cell's second transformation, Cell's transformation where he bloats up and it gets ready to explode? And would you guys like to see Frieza's second and third form transformations in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2? And I think it's safe to consider that a lot of these characters that were just previously mentioned, they might not be in Xenoverse 2, they might be in Xenoverse 3, because let's just assume Cell's transformation where he goes from third form to the form where he bloats up and he just gets ready to explode and destroy the planet. That would be something, that I could see that could be a playable character in the game. That would be really funky to play as him in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. There could also be an attack for perfect form Cell where he bloats up and he gets ready, he explodes. So there could be a possibility for that even, or he could transform into that and then blow up. So there's a possibility for that. But if they're going to have that in the game, I would really like Planetary Destruction to at least be in the game as well. If that Cell transformation and that ultimate attack was in the game as well. So, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. If you would like all those characters in the game, let me know in the comment section below. What has been your favorite part of all the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 trailers? What are you most excited for? Post in the comments below. I'd really like to know. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking the time today to watch this video. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you're on mobile watching this video on your phone. Please turn the mobile notifications on if you're subscribed to my channel, and if you don't have those turned on already, be sure to follow me on Twitter. I got my links in the description below. I'm always on there every single day tweeting about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball Super, just pretty much anything Dragon Ball. I'm getting more into Dokkan Battle. I really like to interact with you guys, and I love reading your comments. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for the support on these videos. I really appreciate it. And with all that being said, I hope you guys had a great day, and peace. Enjoy life. Beerus literally disintegrated him. It was so awesome. And Beerus, he disintegrated Zamasu. It was so sick. Oh my god.